So here the problem is a small block slides along a path that is without friction until the block reaches the section L is equal to 3 meters. So which begins at a height h is equal to 3 meters on a flat incline of angle 37 degrees as shown. In that section, the coefficient of kinetic friction is 0.5. The block passes through the point A starting from here with a speed of root 136 meters per second. Find the speed of the block as it passes through point B where the friction ends in meters per second. So this problem is a very good example of law of conservation of energy and work energy theorem. Okay, now we will see the solution. Let us start with the problem of the solution of the problem. So first one, solution. So here we start with the point A and intermediate where the inclination has started, we will consider the point C. So according to law of conservation of energy, so what is the energy possessed by the block here? It is kinetic energy, whereas here it has raised to certain height, gravitational potential energy and kinetic energy also. So first of all we try to write kinetic energy at A plus I will take the potential energy at A also, total energy. So if I take this as reference line, the h is equal to 0, potential energy at this point will be equal to 0, and kinetic energy at C plus potential energy at C. So this is according to law of conservation of energy, according to law of conservation of energy. So kinetic energy at A means it is half of m velocity at point A square plus potential energy. I have taken this as reference point, so potential energy is 0 because mg into h is 0. Kinetic energy at C, again it is half m velocity at C square plus potential energy at C means mg height of the point C. So in all these equations, so on the left side and right side m is common, you cancel it. So I can write VA square by 2 is equal to VC square by 2 plus g into height of the point C. So our aim is to calculate velocity at C. So velocity at A is root 136 whole square by 2 is equal to velocity at C square, C by 2 plus g into 10 into height of the point C is 3 meters. So 136 whole square means it is 136 by 2. 136 by 2 minus 30 is equal to velocity at C square by 2. So it is 2 6 are 2 8 are. So 38 multiplied by 2 is equal to velocity at C square. Velocity at C is equal to root of 2 8 are 1676. Root 76 meters per second. So this is the first part. So it can be given also for more than one option questions also. So now here if you consider the second part, for the second part journey it is going to from C to B, and at B we have to calculate what is the velocity of the block. So for this what can we do? We can apply work energy theorem. Work energy theorem. So why? Because as the body moves upwards, the kinetic energy of the block is going to decrease. So work done by the frictional force, so plus work done by conservative force, that is mgh, both must be equal to change in kinetic energy. So second for the second section I am considering work done by conservative force plus work done by non-conservative force must be equal to change in kinetic energy. So simply I am writing without sign convention, it is mgh plus similarly here W work done by non-conservative force is also friction multiplied by displacement distance. So here I have taken it as positive, here also it must be positive, mvc square minus vb square, vc square minus vb square. So total positive I have taken. So here if you extend this mgh plus mu mg, So as it is an inclined plane, angle is also given. It is cos 37, normal reaction, mg cos 37 multiplied by displacement is s means L. Here h is also you have to write half of m into vc square minus vb square. M get cancelled. So what is h? This is h. Sin 37 is equal to h by L. So I can write g into it is how can you write sin 37 is equal to h by L, or h is equal to L sin 37. What is L? 3 into 3 by 5. So h is 9 by 5 plus it is 1 by 2 into g into cos 37 is 4 by 5 into 3, distance is 3. So half of, or you can also write vc square by 2 minus vb square by 2. So it is 5 2s are 10. It is 18 plus, you can cancel these two, 12, 30. Here it is vc square means what is vc square? Vc square means it is 76 by 2. 76 by 2 minus vb square by 2. So it is 30, 38 minus vb square by 2. So vb square by 2 equal to 8. Vb equal to 4 meters per second. Velocity at block B, at point B is 4 meters per second. So like this we can see the example application of this work energy theorem. Figure shows a spring fixed at the bottom end of an incline of inclination 37. A small block of mass 2 kg starts slipping down the incline from a point 4.8 meters away from the spring. The block compresses the spring by 20 centimeters and stops momentarily, and then rebounds through a distance of 1 meter up the incline. Then the friction coefficient between the plane and the block is. So the diagram is given like this. So this is 37 degrees and the block starts here and it again rebounds. So what is the, so the question is given like this. So the block starts from rest, starting from rest. Okay, it slides a distance of 4.8 meters and gets in contact with the spring, and it also compresses the spring by a distance of 0.2 meters. So what is the total fall of the block due to gravitational force? It is 4.8 plus 0.2. So that is the total downward movement of the block. Okay, that is the first point you should remember. So I will take it as h, drop in potential energy I will take. Okay, h is 5 meters. Okay, next when this block is comes to rest, because when block comes to in contact with this, the kinetic energy of the block is converted into spring potential energy, and the spring potential energy becomes maximum when the velocity of the block becomes equal to 0. Okay, when the block becomes equal to 0, the spring potential energy starts acting on the block, and it is again given to the block as a kinetic energy. So finally the body block moves up to a distance of 1 meter, and here finally it becomes it comes to rest. So again it moves upwards to a distance of 1 meter. So starting from 5 meters, it is from this point from where the block is at rest. So and the final velocity is also 0. Starting for the total motion of the block, initial velocity is 0 and final velocity is also 0. And what is the distance traveled by the block? Total distance, not displacement. So this is the displacement. 5 minus 1 is the displacement. So 5 meters downwards and 1 meter again upward. What is the net displacement? 5 minus 1. But whereas in this is this is used for calculating gravitational potential energy. But whereas if you want to calculate work done by the frictional force, then you require h1 plus h2. So total displacements we have to consider, or you can write. Okay, so that is 5 plus 1, because it does not depend on the initial and final positions, but whereas frictional force, non-conservative force, depends on path length. 5 plus 1 6, so it is 6 meters. So this is 6 meters. So now I will write the condition according to work energy theorem. What is work energy theorem? Work done by the conservative force plus work done by non-conservative force equal to change in kinetic energy. So for the total motion of the block I am considering initial kinetic energy is 0, kinetic energy initial is 0, kinetic energy final is also 0. Now what is the work done by the block in conservative force, that is acceleration to mg. The force that is acting here is mg sine 37, mg sine 37 multiplied by h1 minus h2, that is h1 minus h2. Okay, that must be equal to, because it is equal to 0, that must be plus, you can write plus non-conservative force means minus frictional force into displacement is equal to 0, because initial and final kinetic energies are 0. So if I elaborate this one, mg sine 37 into h1 minus h2 must be equal to mu mg cos 37 into h1 plus h2 into h1 plus h2. M get cancelled, G get cancelled. So tan 37 into h1 minus h2 equal to mu into h1 plus h2. Tan 37 means it is 3 by 4 into h1 minus h2 is 4 is equal to mu into h1 plus h2 is 4 plus 1. So 4 get cancelled. 3 by 4 plus 1 is 3 by 5 plus 1. So h1 is 5. 3 by 6 mu is equal to 1 by 2, or it is 0.5. So here the question is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 1. So answer n is equal to 5. So like this we can understand the concept. If you understand it, you can easily solve the problem.